So we're going to start with the last layer of the tarot, which is the Fool's journey. Okay? So the Fool, it represents the main character. It represents we as a soul when we descend into the earth, pure, we are full of trust. You see children, right? They could be falling for 3 meters. They don't even realize they can die. They don't have that in themselves. This is the purest expression of your soul. So this one is the main character that's gonna go through all these stages in life. Okay? So the Fool has parents. It has its spiritual parents, card 1 and 2, the magician, and the spiritual mother, the high priestess. Okay, these are the spiritual parents. So the ones that guide them spiritually, etc. And then the Fool has the earthly parents, which is the empress and the emperor. Right? So the mother nurturing the love and kindness, and the father that puts the rules, that teach the children about respect, about, that father figure, as it should be in our archetype. For some of us, maybe, or for some other people, has not been like that, but we are talking about archetypes, okay? Then we have the Hierophant, that means all the religious learning, right? Almost every child has a religion, the religion of the parents, mostly, right? We print them with our beliefs, and our beliefs and appreciation of the divine, of the spirit world, is the truth. And if they don't do that, they go to the hell. That's why most of the main base religions said, right? And we go back to what we learned just about the layers, right? Here is the Fool in the first layer. So let's say until they are 21, for example, right? So it develops, it goes to school, has her parents, also the protection parents that are in the spirit world. Then it falls in love. The Fool falls in love. And also from anthroposophy, when the child gets into puberty and its sexuality starts to develop, then it will start to reveal a little bit to his surroundings, to father, mother. And that is healthy, because otherwise they will never leave home. That's why they have to have that, the hormones. The sexuality will awaken. So that's what happened in this card. Then this grows and says, like we all have had, I'm going to leave home and I'm going to go into the unknown. I'm full of faith that I'm going to have the best time in a Studentenkammer, or, like at a student room, and I'm going to have fun, and it's going to be all awesome and nice with all my friends. Finally, my mom is not going to tell me what to do. They go here. But then they come through this realization that life also brings challenges. And then you don't have your mom and your dad to solve them for you, and it's the first time that you encounter challenges. And you need to have and make contact with your own strength and the knowledge that you are gathering, that you have bringing from your parents, that you are bringing from here. The Fool, right? Because it's our main character, that has his bag full of all experiences and knowledge. And in this feather, red feather, we see also symbolizes the knowledge that it has in himself. Okay, needs to use these things when comes in this situation. And because coming in these challenges will bring the Fool into going look at itself. Oh my God, what am I doing with my life? Is this what I really want? I'm not sure. So life will be going on, a new path and new chapters of his life will be reading, depending on what are the choices that Fool takes. He will have to learn to do the right thing or not. This is a card that will say, okay, maybe we'll do the right thing, maybe not. Life is giving you the opportunity. And we see it in the middle of this second line, when we have these three cards, right? When we have Strength, Hermit, and Wheel of Fortune. And in the middle of this, and the Hangman, Death, and Temperance. I'm going to do the right thing. Am I going to get in touch with my values, my norm and waarde? What are my values? And depending on that, I'm going to act. And because of doing things, life will bring several opportunities, several challenges, several experiences. Sometimes this person will have to look all the way around, look things in a different perspective to find new ideas. Oh, maybe I can do it like that. Oh, but at home I learn it like that. Oh, but I see that people do it differently. So we have the opportunity to see life in different perspectives, to acquire different perspectives and knowledge. And then something big maybe happen in the life of the fool. Maybe, again, a breakup, maybe didn't got the job, maybe got fired, something happened, and something needs to die. We'll see patterns, and something needs to die in his life to be reborn, because this pattern, this way he's working, is not working anymore for him. And then he finds balance, have learned from his actions and find balance again. And then maybe the child has the opportunity to go to the last line, to the superconscious. And if the fool go to superconscious, new patterns will arise, or patterns that the fool did not saw before or did not want to see before. So we'll have the opportunity to see them and do something about it. But life won't ask you, life will bring it to you and will destroy it all. So you really have an opportunity to, from zero, start a whole life again. And then has this experience, this spiritual experience, this awakening. And again, life brings some difficulties, but he's all prepared with his knowledge and wisdom and experience to navigate them in the easiest way possible. Again, going to the core from who he is, to making these better decisions, to having a big, beautiful rebirth, and connecting with who he really or she really is, and walking the path that his soul wants to really walk, and the cycle is completed. And we start the whole cycle again. Okay, so that is the Fool's journey. Of course, you can watch this video. You can read it also there. There's extra information on what I have written for you in the document, so you can see everything there. If you have questions, please let me know.